In this video, we're going to be doing some upgrades to this Axial SCX6 from TOPCAD here. We have rear bumper in aluminum, front bumper in aluminum. Love that color on there. And to match the rear bumper, which has the body mounts in it, we actually have the TOPCAD front body mounts also to increase the total strength, because man, this big truck takes a lot of hits on these bumpers. While we're at it, we also are probably going to look to see if there's any way that we can actually tuck this front bumper in just a little bit more. If you have driven your SCX6 at all, you have known that you have clobbered that front bumper on a lot of things. Tucking it in even just a little bit is going to gain us a lot of clearance so that we're not scraping it and getting caught on it as much. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Troy. This is Roadside RC. On the channel, you'll find me doing bashing and crawling, plus drifting and racing, plus product review videos and how-tos. And today, the SCX6, the monster crawler, we have TOPCAD front and rear bumpers plus body mounts, all to make this truck just that little bit stronger. So we're going to get the body off and we're going to get started. Starting on the front end of the truck, there are two screws right here at the front of the truck that help hold the bumper mount plus the body mount in. So we're just going to have both the body mounts off, and then in order to get the bumper out, it actually has right here on the side, you can see it on the new ones, they actually have these little tabs that help to hold the bumper in. So I had to loosen up the two screws on either side for the upper shock tower mounts, plus this upper cross beam up here. I loosened this up to give the whole front of the chassis a little flex, so that I could literally pull it and then get the whole front bumper out. But you need some ability to give some flex here, so you have to loosen up those screws of the upper shock mounts. Now you're just looking at these two screws right here so that you can actually pull the bumper out of the bumper mount. So we can now get a good look at old parts versus new parts. You are definitely getting an upgrade. I mean, wow, those look really, really, really nice. I especially like these body mounts. I love those milled edges on here. I mean, it just looks nice. And of course, we're going to be upgrading strength with this. Those front bumpers on these trucks do take a lot of abuse. Heck, you actually tend to pick the truck up by them sometimes also. So this extra aluminum strength here compared to the plastic is going to be welcome for sure. Dang, look at that. Now, all I've got to say, that looks really good. Really, really good. I'm kind of surprised how much I actually like the looks of this. It's almost a shame to put this bumper back on it, if I'm honest. I mean, dang. Oh yeah, that's looking really good. So what I have done off camera, is I've actually come in here and I have opened up all of this area with a rotary tool, thinned this out, opened this up, opened up the part down here below here also. All of this open so that I could actually push the bumper back to this hole here. You'll notice the hole doesn't look perfect. Well, that's because it wasn't there. So these 1, 2, 3, 4 holes are the factory holes. This is how much, with just a couple minutes of grinding here and opening this up, I'm able to now slide this bumper back. You know, what does that end up being? That ends up, I slid that bumper back about 7 millimeters, something like that, all to gain a little bit of extra clearance here on the bumper. And then I used the old bumper mount as a guide and drilled the two new holes. So now we slide this in here and we can use the supplied hardware to go ahead and mount that front bumper back. With the front bumper sorted out, we're now going to move our way around to the rear bumper. I am not going to be doing the same tucking in of the rear bumper like I did at the front, mostly just because I want it to still be back here to protect this very expensive body. So this is going to be much simpler, much more straightforward. Simple swap from old part to new part. You see that the body mounts are actually integrated in here, so even one less step. Just like the front, I always like to compare my old versus new parts. Make sure that it looks like all the dimensions line up, no issues like that, and this thing looks spot on. And again, great looking, great quality. We're gonna get it slid on there. There's that rear body mount and rear bumper mount all installed with the bumper also in. Really nice, really strong piece. Let's get the body and stick the body on here just to make sure that everything does line up appropriately. Body fits on perfect. One of the things I wanted to make sure was that that aluminum wasn't too thick and it didn't interfere with the body mount holes and body pin holes, sorry, right there, and it doesn't. Fits on beautifully both front and rear. Looks like it's good. This has been part 2 of the upgrades that we've been doing to this Axial SCX6. I have a link over here to my SCX6 playlist so that you can go see the other parts of this whole build. That'll be over here to your right here in just a second. Thanks for all your support. Really appreciate you watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below, and we will see you in the next one. So thank you and goodbye.